is an oil and canvas painting that is located in the Royal Museum of Fine Arts, Antwerp, Belgium. Intrigue is grotesque and group painting. Painting is 89.5 by 149 centimeters. Later in 1911, James Ensor painted another version of the Intrigue. The Intrigue contains a vibrant palette with the colors red, green, yellow, and blue. Ensor uses combinations of colors to intensify and depict vibrant effects. The vibrant colors create a contrast with the light background. In the painting, he also uses dark tones and gloomy tones, creating a mysterious atmosphere. The Intrigue is said to be based off Ensor's sister's marriage with the Chinese art dealer from Berlin, which caused a scandal in Ensor's family hometown, Esten, Berlin. Ensor's sister is named Mariette and her fiancé, Tan Hetsu. Mariette is wearing a hat ornamented with flowers and in her hand is a bouquet. Tan Hetsu has a pale complexion and wears a tall top hat. Surrounding the couple is a group of masked people. The masks hide the true face of the wearers, making the painting more intriguing. The townspeople gossiped about the couple, but in reality, the gossiping was done behind their backs. That is why the people are wearing masks, to hide their identities. The people disguised in their masks have come out to point, stare, and laugh at the couple, such as the lady to the bottom right corner with the Chinese doll that is pointing at Han. The painting is considered somewhat realistic due to a realistic depiction of the blue sky. To the top right corner, there is a skull-like figure that was said to represent death or a reminder for its fleetingness. The two styles that Ensor implemented into his painting is Expressionism and Realism. Expressionism is a style characterized by the expression of the artist's emotions and feelings inside rather than the depiction of objective reality. He used the expressionist method in this painting by intensifying the colors used to help create a sense of life and emotion. Surrealism is a style that releases the creative potential of the unconscious mind. Surrealism goes against logic and is stimulated from dreams and the mind's deepest thoughts. The Intrigue is an oil and canvas painting, so oil paint, paintbrushes, paint palettes, an easel, and a canvas was necessary. Additional things that could have been used were knives, sponges, and airbrushes to apply the oil paints. James Ensor uses aggressive contrasting with unmixed colors, allowing light and color to blend with one another, a technique that was taught by Fresh Impressionists. They used pure color on the white ground of the canvas without the traditional underpainting and with as few shadows as possible. They also had relatively small yet visible brushstrokes. The harsh contrast with rough brushstrokes is impressionistic. The rush application shows how Ensor feels towards the subjects of the painting. James Ensor wanted to do something different and unique with his art by incorporating masks into his painting, hoping his paintings would create a legacy later on and become more appreciated. James Ensor felt that his paintings were not appreciated enough and had a haunting memory of the discrimination of his sister's engagement, so he painted the scene. Ensor painted the Intrigue in a frontal point of view, leaving the audience as the outsider view of the scene, just like the man to the bottom right of the painting with his head turned at an angle facing the masked subjects. The man to the bottom right is also on a different plane compared to the main subjects, and more like the plane of the viewers. He seems to have more human-like features instead of the other masked subjects, such as his skin tone suggesting he is an observer. With painting the Intrigue, James Ensor exerted a considerable influence on the development of Surrealism and Expressionism. Initially, Surrealism and Expressionism weren't popular and were overlooked, later on gradually getting more popular. Ensor's willingness to critique the society he lived in influenced a range of artists such as Derain, Munch, and Picasso, and his bold, unblended, expressionistic color affected the works of Matisse, Bonnard, and the German Expressionists. An interesting story is that Ensor was born in 1860 Belgium. He grew up around a souvenir shop owned by his father, James Frederick Ensor, and his mother, Maria Katharina Hegemann, in the tourist town of Ostend, selling carnival novelties like masks and seaside trinkets. As a child, Ensor was always surrounded with carnival masks in souvenir shop, which inspired Ensor throughout his artistic career. Thank you for listening. Here are my sources that I used for my presentation.